Begin afresh every morning. Devotional thoughts for women.
Good morning, dear friends. Today, August 25th, 2023, our devotional is entitled Waiting. The scripture reading is taken from Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 16. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, Do not fear, Zion, let not your hands be weak. The last part of Zephaniah's message is a call to wait for a restored kingdom. Waiting is not enjoyable for most people, especially if the present is full of disappointments, betrayals, suffering, and pain. Why is it so difficult to wait? Is there a relationship between sin and our inability to wait? If so, is that why the answers to our prayers often include a period of waiting? Though, as we mature physically or spiritually, waiting becomes more tolerable. The prophet looked forward to a time when God's people would gladly be obedient. The perfect fulfillment of this prophecy will happen when Jesus comes to redeem the faithful of all the ages, those who are pure of lips, who worship gladly, who give offerings, who are without arrogance, who are humble, do not commit sin, do not tell lies, who are not deceitful. Zephaniah chapter 3, verses 9 to 13. After presenting the promises for the redeemed, Zephaniah declares, They shall feed their flocks and lie down, and no one shall make them afraid. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 13. The word here in the original Hebrew is rabaz, the same word that is used in Psalm chapter 23 to describe the work of the shepherd. It shows us the figure of a calm, unafraid sheep being cared for. Fear was born the day that Adam and Eve sinned and hid themselves from the presence of God. It has been an invisible weapon that has kept us in the hands of the enemy as though we were his toys, robbing us of our dignity as Christians. That is why God assures us the part of his redemption is to eliminate fear in all of those who decide to fear only and exclusively him. Zephaniah describes our happiness and rejoicing in the presence of God. Happiness based on, Never again will you fear any harm. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 15. And finally, the restored kingdom also promises that our hands will not be weak, an idiomatic expression for, Do not fear Zion. Imagine God raising your hands in praise and saying to you, Sing, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all your heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord has taken away your judgments. He has cast out your enemy. The King of Israel, the Lord, is in your midst. You shall see disaster no more. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, Do not fear, Zion. Let not your hands be weak. The Lord your God in your midst, the Mighty One, will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Zephaniah chapter 3, verses 14 to 17. While you are waiting, personalize and visualize this promise.